Hello, it's Andy from Keyword Insights, and in this video we'll show you how we create content rapidly at scale that ranks. Let's jump straight in. So at this point we're going to assume that you already know how to use Keyword Insights and all the various features within it, and we're really just focusing on how we use it to create content at scale. But very top level, we would have used our keyword discovery feature to find loads of keyword ideas, then our clustering module to group all those keywords together and work out where our content gaps are and what pages need to be created, and then using our AI writing assistant or our content brief editor to then quickly spin those clustered keywords up into fully written pieces of content. And we'll just quickly work through that workflow now. So assuming you've already done your keyword research and you've uploaded them to our clustering module, and I'm going to use the example of HubSpot, and I'm going to say that HubSpot hypothetically came to me and said, hey, we would like to become a topical authority on the keyword, on keyword research. We would like to have all the content to do with keyword research. So I've gone away and done my keyword research and I've uploaded them to our clustering module. So there was 5,796 keywords, which equates to 754 clusters. So as I said, I've indiscriminately done that keyword research. That took me 5 minutes. I just plugged it into keyword discovery. I also went to various other keyword research tools and just dumped them all into here. I plugged in HubSpot as the domain I wanted to target when I was uploading the project here. And then the report ran and I've been left with this. Now, what it's saying is out of those 6,000 keywords, there's 754 pieces of content. And I rank, because it's HubSpot, I rank pretty well for a lot of them already. So for example, on this whole cluster here, keyword research, I rank on average in position 1.19. So I already have content there, probably don't need to look at it. So what I'm going to quickly do is actually pop in a filter here, show me all the keywords clusters that I rank in position 50 to 100 to, and show me all the ones that are informational. So basically, show me all the clusters I don't rank well for because I probably don't have content for, and only show me the ones that trigger informational results. And straight away I've been left with a load of new content ideas that I probably don't already have. So for example, keyword research for PPC would be an article that HubSpot could create. They rank on average position 75 for it, which means they don't really rank for it. And if I look at what the URL that is ranking, it's just Google AdWords PPC. It's too generic, so I should spin out a separate article on just keyword research for PPC and then link to that. Competitor keyword research, I've got an article called the 10 best online spying tools, but not specifically on doing competitor keyword research. So there's another great article idea. And all I'm going to do is scan down these and add these to either my writer brief or my writer assistant, depending on which tool you'd rather use. But I can add all these in bulk like this and just send them all there and add them, which is cool. Or I could have, if I wanted to, is look at the topical clusters tab. And I personally prefer the bubble view. And what you're looking at here is we've grouped similar content ideas together, so you can cover off a topic in its entirety in one go. So again, looking at this example of HubSpot, what we're looking at here is the redder the circle, the less likely it is I have content. Well, I don't rank for it, so I probably don't have content for. And the size of the circle is the opportunity. So straight away, my eye is drawn to this big red circle here. So let's zoom in at that. And what we're seeing is, there's a few ideas around Amazon keyword research. And each bubble, remember, is its own cluster, so it's its own content piece. So I could write a content piece on best Amazon keyword research tool, and then another one on how to do keyword research for Amazon, and then another one on keyword research for Amazon affiliate. And I could cover off, so there's probably 6 or 7 article ideas all related to keyword research and Amazon in this topic that I could spin up pretty quickly. And again, I could click this and add these straight to our briefs here. So you can see they're all adding up here. And maybe how to do keyword research for Amazon, I'll add that to my brief as well. So I've added 4 to my queue there, and I'm going to send these straight to my content briefing module. The other thing I can do, if I don't want to send it direct to the content brief module, is send it to a writer assistant if you wanted to miss the briefing module. And again, we're assuming you've already watched videos and know how our content brief module works. But if you don't, please check that out. But the other thing I might just do is send them direct to our writing assistant and go there. So I'm going to jump to the writer assistant and we'll work through how we then use that to quickly spin together a piece of content. Cool, so I'm in my writing assistant and the keyword I'm writing an article for. And remember, I could push the article direct from the clustering module here. But the keyword I'm writing an article for is how to do keyword research for SEO. Now, I can easily see what all the top ranking articles are, like what the headings they use. So I can see what HubSpot are, and I can add that. How to do keyword research, a beginner's guide. What is keyword research? So I can add all these headings here. This, again, if you're familiar with our tool, is exactly what you see in the content briefing part. It's just maybe you prefer working in the content brief because it's easier to see. I'll just quickly show you. If I was to click show outline, this is basically pulling in from the briefing module here. So if I open up the content briefing module, you'll see what I mean. So the difference is, in this view, you're looking at all of the top 20 results in this single pane. Whereas in this view, you're looking at them all side by side and already expanded. So you just might find this a bit easier. And whatever you add here, by the way, gets updated in this outline here once it's saved in a minute. I'll just show you what that looks like actually. So I could work in this brief and add these all here, and then I will let it save. And then in a second, you'll see it pull through into the outline here. Okay, I've left it a few minutes to save. And if I open up the outline, you can see there that it's matching exactly what is in the briefing module here. So it just depends how you like to work. And again, you can add these to the editor, or you can replace what's already in there. Yeah, you can do that, and then you can carry on working here, and you can add these to the editor if you wanted, or you could add these direct into the writing thing here like that. So that's how the brief and the outline are related. But what you can do is quickly highlight titles and rephrase them so that they don't look anything like the original, so that you're producing a unique piece of content. Then you can highlight other titles and get it to write an introduction. If you wanted, choose your tone of voice, so we'll write that. And then you can actually start, so what is keyword research? I'm just going to delete a lot of these because it's getting quite confusing. And then you can use various functions already built in. Why is keyword research important? So I'll probably do a paragraph answer for that, or I could click it here and we'll actually answer that for you. I don't like this beginning introduction here, so I'm just going to delete that, and we've got that there. And yeah, you can basically flick between the research tab to add headings, and then the writing tab to write answers to those headings and spin up a piece of content really quickly. You can always highlight it and rephrase it, and it will help just maybe look different to competitors if it has got that. Whilst you're writing as well, let's say you're saying you want to write an article, you're writing here, and you say keyword research helps businesses stay ahead of their competitors, and you go, actually, I want to write an article on staying ahead of your competitors. I could highlight that and click create a new article, and in the background, that's going to send it off to start, producing the content brief on that as well. So whilst you're writing one piece, you can already be working on the next one. If I didn't even want to use this research tab and pull in headings from existing pieces of content, let's just start again. I could delete all of that and use our AI chat assistant to basically ask it to write, as I have done here, write the outline, and I could add that straight to my brief. Or I could go a step further and say, now fully write this brief, fully write this piece based on the outline above. Use a formal tone of voice. And clicking this, it will actually write the article of the brief that our AI chat assistants used. So let me just let that run. That finished running in about 10 seconds, and I can now just add this straight to my editor. And so now I actually have a piece of content basically written about that topic really quickly. Of course, it's not detailed enough, and it's actually quite short. So you can play around with the prompts here to get a longer piece, but really you'll be also using the research tab to see missing headings. And then you want to hit the optimize tab to actually start getting this grade up to, you're aiming for an A or a B. So just to go back a bit, hopefully up until this point, you can see how you've quickly turned a keyword research into a content gap analysis, and you've seen what content you're missing. You've clicked just some buttons and lined them all up and sent them to our content brief or writing assistant. And then using the research tab and our chat assistant, you very quickly span up a content. So that's how to write the content at scale. And now the most important part, how do you make it rank? Well, that's where this optimize tab comes in. So we'll give you a target word count. So like you're aiming to get this up to 2,700 minimum to get a green tick there, and your grade will come up. So, you can come back to your research tab and look at headings that we haven't included, or you can go to our topic tab here, and we'll show you some important topics you haven't mentioned. So we haven't mentioned keyword ideas or long tail keywords or keyword planner or keyword difficulty. We haven't mentioned seed keywords. We haven't mentioned Google Ads, or we haven't mentioned buyer journey. In fact, we haven't mentioned keyword research, which on average is mentioned 467 times. So we need to at least mention it 31 times in this article to build that topic score up. We also haven't got the common headings. We pull through all the common headings that all the other articles include, so you can quickly see how that looks and what headings you're missing. We're also telling you, we need to use the keyword in the page title. So we can actually quickly generate that metadata here and get that ticked off. We need to use the keyword in the H1 in the meta description. All of these will help boost this score up. And then you want your readability to be high as well. We're also highlighting AI content so that you can see where. So we're using AI to judge how AI written the content looks. And that's because we don't want you to just churn out AI written content that Google can pick up on. We want to make it rank. So we're grading your own AI content. So you can go back and either edit it, or you can maybe just highlight it, rephrase it, and turn the temperature up a little bit, which will make it basically more random to what a machine is used to. So that's how very quickly you can go from your keyword research to clustering them, seeing what's missing, spinning up the content, and then actually grading it to get to a level A or a B to make sure that your content's going to rank. Simply export this and send it to your website uploader or upload it, and happy days. Let us know if you've got any questions. But yeah, hopefully that will help you scale and write content that ranks quickly.